Hello everyone! Today I will talk about another element in WordPress. I will be making videos of different elements in WordPress and I hope you like these videos and they will help you build a great website. So the element that we are talking about today is the button element. I will first show you how to style the default button in WordPress. Then I will go through how to create a custom button in WordPress and how to create a custom button using Elementor. In the next step, I will also show you how to create a global button using CSS. This will help you create a custom button which looks the same all over your website. Okay, so let's get going. First, to customize the default button in WordPress, you have to go to the Customize section. So first, let's go to a page that has a button. So for example, the contact page. Okay, so this is the default WordPress button. First, you press Customize. So once Customize is open, you go to General Options and then Theme Buttons. This is generally where your button styling is placed. This may be different depending on your theme, but generally this is where it is located. Okay, so as you can see here, we can change the color of the button. So this will change the default color of your WordPress button. We can change the hovering, for example, red. Once we hover, it will change to red. We can also change the text color. So we can change the text color, for example, to brown. And we can change the text color hovering as well, yellow. So once we hover, it will change. We can also change the size of the button as well. So for example, we can make it bigger. And as you can see, the button becomes much bigger. And we can also change the radius if you want to make your button round. So this is the way to style the default button in your WordPress. Okay, so now let's see how to create a custom button. So let's close this. We'll go here and create a new post. Post, add new. Okay, so let's just put a default title, for example, book. Let's just add a text. Okay, so now we have a default WordPress text. So we just click this and we have a button element. This is pretty straightforward. So we can just name the button Go to Page. And from the side, you can style it. You can change the radius so it looks more round or square. You can change the color, so the text color and the background color. And you can also make it fill or outline. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward and you have to link it. So you press this and for example, contact, and this will link it to our contact page. And press this and there you go. And you have created a button. This is very simple. And press publish. So let's first preview this and you see you have a button here. Okay, one more thing, you can also change the location of the button by pressing this. So you can justify it to the center, to the left, or to the right. And once you put it in the center, the button will be always on the center. So you can change the location as well. Now, what if you want to create a button that is the same all over your website and you don't want it only for one page? So you just remove this. And this is a much easier way to create a button. All you have to do is create a link. So for example, I press enter, press go to page, and I will make this a link. You just select it and link it. So for example, to the contact page and press this. So this text is now linked. Now what you have to do is go to advanced and create a class. So we will name the class my button and press update. So now wherever in your website you use this class, the button will look the same. So now let's preview the page. Okay, so there is the text here, but it doesn't look like a button. So we press customize and we go to the custom CSS section. So here we can style our button. So we just type in my button. This is what we named it, and an A tag. Now we can style the button however we like. For example, border 1 pixel. And for example, the blue color, this is the hex code for the blue color. And as you can see, we have a blue border around our text. Now we can put a padding, which is the space around the button. There you go. So you can already see that it looks like a button. And you can put a background color as well. Background color, and we can put the same color. Copy and paste. And as you can see, we have a button already. You can add in more styles as well. For example, the text color, we can make it white and we can make it bold as well. And if you want to remove the underline, you can also put text decoration. Okay, so there you go. We already have a button made. So the good thing about creating a button using CSS is that you can use the same style all over your website. So now we have the style ready. We just press publish. Now wherever we use the My Button class, the button will look the same. So let me show you. Let's just close this. Let's go back here. Let's press enter and create a new button here. New button. And let's just link it to another page, for example, to the fashion page. And there you go. So you have a new button. Now what we do is we name it the same class. So My Button, and press update. Now when we go to the page again, we will have the same looking button on the top. And we can use this all over our website. So all you have to do is just use this class for your A tags and they will look the same. They can be on any page or on the sidebar or anywhere else on your website. So this is how to create a custom button using CSS. Now let's create a button using Elementor. Okay, let's just remove everything. Okay, update and edit with Elementor. Okay, so to create a button using Elementor, you just go to the side and you write in button. So there's a button element basically. You pull it into your page and as you can see, you have a button here. Elementor has a lot of options for your button, so you can style your button in many different ways. So this is where to change the text. Go to page, for example. And this is where you put your link. So for example, the contact page. You can also change the settings for your link as well. For example, add no follow or open in a new window. And you can align your button as well on the left, center, or on the right. You can change the size. And one thing that is much more easier in Elementor is adding an icon to your button. So it's very easy. You just press this and you can add any icon that you want. And as you can see, the icon is here. And you can also change where the icon is located. So it can be before, after, and the spacing between the icon and your writing, as you can see. So this is the default styling of a button in Elementor. Now you can change the color of the button and the hovering of the button as well. So you go to style, and from here, as you can see, you can change the text color and the background color. So we put the background color, for example, to blue. And the text color, you can put it to white, as it is. We can also make the text bold, for example, from here. As you can see, we can make it bold. You can make it uppercase or lowercase or leave it as a default. So the default is uppercase already. And you can make it italic. You can also underline your text. You can also change the height of your button and also the spacing between the letters. So this will make the button bigger or smaller. So you have various options for the typography of your button as well. You can also add a shadow to your button as well. So as you can see, there's a very pale shadow at the moment. You can increase this and you will see the shadow on the text. You can put a border around your button as well. So I press solid and I define a border, for example, 5 pixel, and you have to put the color for your border. For example, red, or let me just choose dark blue. And so now you have a border as well. And you can also define a radius to make it look round. So these are the various options for your buttons in Elementor. You can also put a padding around your button. This will make your button look smaller or bigger. Okay, so let me just remove this to make the button look a bit nicer. Let's just put it back to default. We can also style the hovering. So we can go to hover and we can change, for example, the background color. So once you go over your button color will change, for example, to green. You can also change the border color or the text color upon hovering. And you can style the hover as well. For example, shrink. Once you move on the button, it will shrink in size. And you have other styles as well. So these are the main styling of your button as well. You can also go to advanced and create motion effects for your button. So this will create how your button enters the page. So you can put fade in, or you can put fade in from the right, for example, and this is how your button will come into the page. There are other styles as well, but these are not important for your button. And this is the main stylings that you need for your button. Okay, so one more thing. Now, if you want to create a custom button like I showed you before, let's just remove our button. And let's just add a heading, add a default text. And say we want to create a button using a link, like I showed you earlier. We just go down, we just write go to page, and we link it. We write here and we just write contact. For example, we link it to the contact page. This is our link, and all we have to do is add the class now. So as you remember, we had the my button class. We will add the my button class to this as well. So in order to add the class to this link, you go here, you go to the text part, and as you can see here, so let me just press enter so you can see clearly. So basically this is your link. You just have to go here, press class equals my button. And once you do this, as you can see, your button changes shape. It will change to the default style that we made before. So press update and let's preview the page. And if I press customize and go to the custom CSS section, I can see the style here, and we can further change this and make the text bigger. So font size 20 pixels, and as you can see, it will be bigger. And you can use this all over your website and it will look the same. Okay, great. So this is how to create buttons in WordPress. You can use the default WordPress editor, you can use Elementor, or you can just add a class to your links and create a button. And this will look the same all over your website when you use the same class. Okay, I hope you liked this video. One more thing that I wanted to tell you about buttons is basically the color of the buttons. Generally, if you use cool colors like blue or green, they will create a feeling of peace and calm. So these colors are usually used in websites where you want security, or where the website is about environment or about greenness. You will use cool colors. So for example, the blue color is mainly used in security websites. And if you need excitement in your website, you will usually use hot colors like the red color and the orange color. So for example, if you go to food websites, you will mainly see the orange and the red color. So Elementor has something like this as well. If you create a new button, for example, let's put a button here, you can go to the type and they have info, success, which has default colors as well. Warning, which is orange, and danger, which is red. Okay, so that's all about buttons. I hope you liked this video. I will talk about other elements in WordPress. I will also talk about how to create an online business and how to basically make money online as well. So subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Smash the like button. This will help a lot on the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much and see you again.